So what else is going on? The crisis that started in July at USCIS with approvals for EB1As and EB2 NIWs, it's not over. It's been going for 3.5 months.
Okay.
Lots of RFEs, lots of noids, all attorneys complaining. Many attorneys stopped taking the cases on EB1As and O-1s, and they just say, we don't see. So I'm excited to let you know, Amkar, and you one of the first one to learn about this, that we in the beginning of September started implementing new approach in response to those RFEs and noids that we got from USIS, among other attorneys. And I'm happy to announce that as of today, because of these changes that we implemented with our clients' petitions, we are back on a pre-crisis level of approval, which is 90% plus for EB1As, 99% plus for O1s, and for all other non-immigrant visas. And what it practically means, that practically means that every week we are back on 5 to 8 approvals on the petitions that we filed. And trust me, that took a lot of analytics. We analyzed all those paperwork. We did talk to our clients who were our lab rabbits or mouse or rats, whatever you want to call them. And we asked them if they're willing to participate in our pilot programs to tackle those things. And those people who said yes, and almost everybody said yes, of course, we got them approved. Like today in the morning, we got the, and you know, exciting that people out of STEM category getting approvals, because those were hit the most. Because STEM, we still were getting you guys approved, like engineers, software, electrical engineers, doctors, architects, data analysts, all those people still were getting approved. A little bit harder, but still. But like art got hit really bad. Athletes got hit really bad. We just got 2 art cases approved. One, the singer from China, and one graffiti artist from Russia. Okay, and the guy from Russia, my God, he got through all this. We filed his case back in March, EB1A. We got an RFE, we replied to RFE, we got a denial. We filed back in July when the crisis started. We got annoyed, notice of intent to deny. We withdrew the case. We implemented in September this new approach. We got him approved now without RFE, without NOID. So, I mean, this is crazy for this guy. He was like almost crying when I called him and got the approval. Yeah,
Stanislav, I have a couple of questions, if you don't mind me asking.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Why do you think were the RFEs coming in? Is there a reason that, you know, USCIS officer were sending in RFEs?
Yes, of course.
What's really happening? Is it just purposely they're making it harder?
So my view changed on this recently. And it doesn't mean that my first view was not right, but I think there's a better explanation. So my initial explanation was that because of these new changes and like direct attacks by Trump administration on legal immigrants, on Indians in particular, on people from Nepal, from China, those are the top 1 participants in H-1B lottery and things like that. It affected the inner policies of USCIS, and it took it as a signal just to not to give so many approvals. And it's still valid. I think that theory is still valid, but I think there's also another reason which kind of which also happens from time to time in this industry, and this is not the first crisis that happened in USCIS. We've been through like at least 10 crises before, and this is the worst one, I gotta admit, but we always found the ways to tackle that. So I think the better, and maybe a little more philosophical approach to what's happening right now, they just wanna scare people from participating in this, because just think of it, it makes more sense. It makes sense because if people still keep filing the cases, you have to spend the resources. But if people stop filing, you don't have to spend any resources, right? And you still achieve the same goal of not getting that many cases approved. So they do it from time to time, just to test how willing you are to make America your home,
Got
and using those like scary tactics, like making it harder to approve the cases. But once the system kind of finds the balance, everything comes down, and we kind of start anew with the new approvals, and everything goes smooth again.
Got it, got it. Can you talk about like, so like, once these RFEs are coming, like, I'm sure like, as far as I know, Stanislav, USCIS will never send you an RFE without a reason. They will find something in there and they will target that. I have never seen I know USCIS is a weird organization, but usually I get a lot of RFEs for STEM OPT and OPT applications, and we review them and we coach people on how to like resolve them. But how do you guys figure out like in how to respond to these RFEs? Like what was your strategy when you started seeing these RFEs for these people?
Yeah, so and you're right. There's always a reason. It's that the reason could be really stupid,
Yeah,
or
exactly.
there
Yeah.
could be no reason, no really good reason. So you would be surprised, Omkar, that and I don't know, I don't do those 10 things. That's not my qualification. I do the talents and business
You
visas.
guys are different, yeah.
A little bit different, yeah. So you'll be surprised to see that sometimes a reason is just simply as insufficient evidence.
Mm,
Okay, what's sufficient then? They don't
makes
say,
sense. Yeah.
right? So,
Very
and,
true.
and
Very true.
yeah, and insufficient for this officer is sufficient for this one. So there is
Mm,
no uniformity. But this particular crisis has distinct features. What exactly they stopped liking
mm.
because before everything was good, but now it's different.
So
So
what did they stop liking then?
they
Yeah.
stopped they stopped liking the subjective analysis of the case.
Okay.
Overall merit sustained the claim. So all noise, all of them without exception, and we didn't get as many as others, of course, because we're the best, but still we got them. But also RFEs, they also had the same theme. They say, and I've never seen it before, Ampar.
Mm,
Okay, you satisfied 7 criteria out of the 8, which is crazy in itself. 7
mm,
is a lot, but we do not think that you have a sustained acclaim and overall merits show that la 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 blah blah blah. So
mm.
basically, they saying that whatever you submit to them is not enough to show the sustained acclaim in the industry that you are the top professional.
Got it.
And it never happened before. This is the first time when it's happening, and we were super surprised because like, okay, you never explained to us what changed to show what's the sustained acclaim. You just start doing that,
Got
and that's what we were tackling with our September change in the strategy, and of course the legal stuff I'm not going to disclose because I know other attorneys listening to us, like with the radars like this. We're not going to show how exactly we did that, but we did things that would change the immigration officer's mind on the sustained claim, and we were successful with this.
Okay, got it, got it. So, Stanislav, like, before getting into like, I know you guys have like couple of cases, sample cases. I wanted to ask a little bit more questions on O-1 so that, there are a lot of people here who actually may be hearing about O-1 first time. And just to give them a quick 2-minute rundown of O-1, who qualifies for O-1 in your opinion? What is the qualification and how can somebody, let's say, I have, let's say, 6 months of experience. I just started my OPT or I just started working for a year or so. How can I plan for O1 if H1B is not working out for me? Because I do have a lot of clients whose employers are not willing to do H1Bs right now. They have
Yeah.
taken a step back. And so that's why they want to get into they want an alternative. So how can you maybe talk to them, like how O1 is good for them? And then how can they
Mhm.
qualify for that?
So this is a good question, and I understand that some people may, like you said, never heard about this.
Yeah.
So in short, O1 visa is pretty universal for any profession. Okay, and even it doesn't require any education for that. So we have lots of O-1s, especially for business people and tech people, like IT people, who just were self-taught, right? They self-educated and have no formal education. So and that's the power of it, because no requirement for education. All professions qualify for this visa, and H-1B requires both certain professions, certain education, and definitely education in itself. There is no requirements for English knowledge, which again is not a problem for many Indians because you just guys speak English. And there is no limits on O-1 visas, right? So as many that we approve, that as many we get for the clients. If we go a little bit deeper on the second level, like how, because people may say, Stanislav, I'm not talented, right? Like I'm just doing my work. But guys, it's not about whether you think you're talented or not. It's about what you've done in the past and how we can qualify those within the criteria, because the talent for the purpose of O-1 visa has a measure. And that measure is the criteria that we have for that visa. We have 8 criteria, like awards, judging the work of other professionals, working in good companies, good salary, press, associations, and others. So we need to prove at least 3 criteria out of these 8 available to us. My habit is to produce at least 5 criteria before we file the case. And many people who are on STEM OPT, who on the second or third year of STEM OPT, maybe 6 months a little bit too low, unless we had prior experience in India or other countries, right? So as long as we have those 2-3 years of experience in good companies within the US or outside of the US, we probably have 2 to 4 criteria organically in the case. And we can always add press articles and academic publications, sometimes associations, or even judging the work of others through the competition. So up to 4 criteria extra through working with PR agencies and vendors who help our clients to strengthen the cases. And we provide those resources to our clients. So anyone who has basically a few years of experience and desire to stay in the US and continue working, O-1 will be available for that person. And you, Omkar, I believe, have a free evaluation link in your bio, right? So people who are still in doubt can explain how it works, Omkar, so people know how we can get there.
Definitely. Yeah. Like, I think if you are like not sure that if you do qualify for O-1, let's say you have 6 months of experience or you're just getting started in the industry, what you can do, you can just use the link in my bio and like submit your profile to Stanislav's team, and they will review it. And within 48 hours, they'll usually tell you how many criteria you're meeting. And then if you do qualify for O-1, if you do qualify to build O-1 right now or not, so their team will come back to you. So like if you qualify, like if you have enough work done so far, you can actually start process with them.
Correct. Yes. So this is the best way to get the diagnostics for your case, guys.
Got it. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And so, okay, Stanislav, I want to get into the cases. Like before we get into the cases, do you have anything else you wanted to talk about? Because I feel like, I want to give enough time to discuss at least one case here.
Let's just jump to on the cases, and I think this is going to be very valuable.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So I want to talk about the, your Nigerian client, I believe, Chike, right here.
Yes.
Yeah. And so, can you tell me about that case? What was the, where did he really start? What was his profile before he got started with you guys? And then how did you guys coach him to actually build that profile and get it approved? And I heard about that RFE as well. And then how did you resolve that RFE as well?
Yes, so Chike's case is actually, and we have an interview with him on our YouTube channel, right?
Oh,
so
nice.
We can discuss this case, and you guys can watch that what he actually said about this. It's going to be same or very similar, at least. So Chike's case is actually pretty unique because his evidentiary base, even though we really work hard on 6 months on his case, was like really like bottom line bottom line criteria. Like, yes, we had technically we had 6 criteria, I believe, in his case, but he came to us with only 2 criteria, right? So while working on his case, we managed to help him with press, with publications, with academic publications. We managed to find him competitions which he participated and got the awards, and we helped him to structure his income so it fits within the criteria of USCIS. And I believe he had only critical role, so he worked in companies before, and probably judging the work of others, through code review, code and architectural review. And Amkar, you know that all software engineers do code review and many do architectural review, which is the whole criteria. He came to us with very basic stuff, just worked in some companies and checked the work of other software engineers. Okay. And we built the whole 6 criteria for, I think it was a little bit more over 6 months, just because his case was so basic. We did it really nice, 6 criteria, filed it, got that RFE from USCIS. And like I told you in the beginning, they said it's insufficient evidence for those criteria that we filed. Not for all. I think they got to, and they said the rest is like insufficient evidence. And we implemented the NEO program, among others. And you, Omkar, know, but some people don't know, we have this unique project within my corporation where we match you with similar people, similar talent, and you guys exchange the independent expert opinion letters. And they very heavy weight because you don't know each other, you're both talented, and you assess the case. So we really strengthened those criteria that the immigration officer didn't like with those expert opinion letters. We had a few recommendation letters from Chike because he was able to get more people. And we just sent it back and we got approved, and no problem. Chike is very happy. And by the way, his employer was his own company.
Okay. Yeah. So I want to talk to you about it because I was getting a little bit feedback from major corporations, Stanislav, like these organizations who are 5,000 to 10,000 people in America. They are like, we don't want an outside immigration team. We want our inside. They work with you, for example. They're like, no. Just like, we're gonna do it for you. We don't want outside. So for those, can you talk about how they can do it by their own corporation or an agency? Can you give us a little bit idea about how that works?
Yes, and I will. And I want to also give a little bit of insight about those companies and attorneys. What's the difference between them and us? There's one huge difference, and Amkar, you know it. If you come to them, they will never tell you how to improve your case.
Very true.
They will never give you no one who's going to help you. They're going to say, show us what you got. Sorry, this is not enough. But no one has a full case in the beginning, with the rare exceptions. No one has it. So that's why they will be saying, you have no O-1, so don't even bother. Why would you even bother with this? So we, on the other hand, we first assess. We understand what's in there, and we tell you exactly what needs to be done and how it will be done to make this case happen. Just like Chike, if he came to those corporate attorneys, no way, they just wouldn't even entertain him. So that's important to understand, right? So it's even if you have potential case, they will not take it. But more importantly, if that's the case, and those attorneys say, okay, we're not taking your case, and we're not going to entertain outside attorney doing your case for our client, for the employer, right? So you stuck, like, okay, what I do? So you guys may choose a different option. And actually, we just added one more option how to resolve this problem. So the classic way is to setting up an LLC in the US that you guys own. You can own it 100%, you can have a partner, you can whatever, it doesn't really matter. Yes, there must be a particular structure of that company, which we can help with. And that company will become your employer for the purpose O-1. And then once you're approved on this company, you can work with different projects through your company as an agent.
Makes
So
sense.
this is actually very convenient. You know, you don't have to be stuck
Mm.
with one employer. You can work with different employers as a contractor and just getting a few streams of income. How beautiful that is. That's solution number one. And solution number two, we continue bring value to our clients, and we found a company in the US who became our partner, and they also provide the service of giving job offer to
Mm.
our clients without opening your own company, right?
Mm.
So the way it works, you pay a one-time fee to our partners. They give you the employer, basically give you a job offer. Once you get approved, you then you continue looking for like other employer or your projects, your own projects, and then we can just incorporate these new projects and employer in your petition.
Got it.
So very convenient. If your employer does not want to help, we can help you instead.
Got it. Just one question with that, Stanislav. Let's say, do you have to, let's say, we did either with an LLC or either with an agency, like you said, and then you add employers. Do you have to change these things with USCIS every time you add an employer, or there is no update needed to be done with USCIS?
It depends how you set this up basically. So if we claim that the company is the agent for
Mm.
you, you basically do not have to change the employer every time you get a new employer of the project. If it's impossible, and sometimes it's impossible for different reasons, I'm not going to get very lawyery right now. It's you can work with one employer probably, but the best way would be then refile to the employer who would be willing to take you on O-1 visa, which doesn't cost them anything basically and doesn't affect their work.
Okay, got it. Like, makes sense. Okay. All right, yeah, I think that's pretty much questions I had, Stanislav. Anything else you want to share about Chike's case, or you want to wrap it up? I know we have a couple of minutes here. I wanted to, like, give a message to the audience how they can proceed with O-1 and how they can get started.
Yes.
Yeah.
Before you do that, Amkar, first of all, thank you for inviting me to your streams.
Yeah.
Always excited and to share some information with you and your people. So what I want to say, guys, to wrap up my stuff, have no fear. Stanislav is here, guys. If you hear about problems, if you hear somebody saying like it's impossible, while they're saying this, we're finding the ways to resolve those problems.
Mhm.
Okay. So if you work with us and you trust me, your case, I can guarantee that we always find the ways to resolve any problem that USCIS is giving us.
Mm. Got it. Perfect. Good to hear that. Yeah. So, all right, awesome. Yes, Stanislav, thank you so much. And yeah, folks, if you want to get your profile reviewed, if you don't know where you really stand and you're like, okay, I don't even know if I qualify for O1 or not, then just you can go to my link in my bio, submit your profile to that organization and get it reviewed. And sometimes you might get a denial from them. I have some people who have gotten it because they are very initial stages of their career, but then if you have a year 2 years of experience and you're hitting couple of criterias, they will take your profile seriously, and they'll guide you further from there. Okay.
And it's free. The most important, it's
Oh
free.
yeah, it's free. Yeah. Yeah, like Stanislav, people are saying that we should take some questions about O1. So do you have a couple of minutes? We can take a couple
Sure.
of questions
Yeah.
quickly.
Let's do
Yeah,
it.
sure, guys. Let's how about you drop some questions about O1 and we'll answer that for you, okay? Only O1 related, guys, nothing else, okay? So somebody's asking, what if someone has 3 years of experience on IT? What do you think about that profile?
Um, that's definitely not enough, but that's a good start not enough for me to understand what's going on, because I need to know where we work, what kind of projects, if we did what's the profession exactly, because IT is very big, right? But
Right.
definitely 3 years of working in IT sphere is very promising to start O-1 case.
Got it. Okay. So how many years is the O1 visa approved for?
So initial approval is up to 3 years, and then it could be extended pretty much indefinitely by between a year and 3 years in extensions.
Got it, got it, got it. So, oh, that's a really good question. Shardul says, what is your timeline? What are your timelines to get an O1 visa for people who start the program with you?
Okay, so for people who are in the US, for you guys, 6 months and your case is filed and approved, basically. If you're outside of the US, it's about 8 months. So it's 6 months of preparing the case, improving it, and filing it. And then about 2 months to get the interview in the embassy, get one that O1 stamp in the passport.
Got it. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Do you need a job to file for an O1?
You need a job offer.
Okay.
That's why we discussed that employer thing, right? Because someone has to give you a job offer. It must be either your employer, it could be your own LLC, or it could be the vendor, the agency that can help you out to satisfy this criterion.
Got it, got it, got it. Okay. Oh, somebody asked a really interesting question. Can someone come to USA on B1, B2 and then apply for an O1 visa?
Absolutely. So B1, B2, F1, OPT, CPT, STEM OPT, M1, J1, all those visas are good for a change of status.
Got it. Got
Yes.
it. Okay, so good question, Kajol. Kajol says, do you help with the entire process of building the profile, or only you file and review the profile? How does it work?
And we kind of covered that question because I already said that that's what stands us out from other attorneys. We don't just take your profile and file it. We work the depth of it, and we give you the tools and instruments how to improve up to 4 criteria on top of what you already have.
Got it, got it. Vikram asks, how much are the fees to work on an O1 visa profile?
So the base fee is $11,000 so that would be enough to pay the attorney and the team to proceed with the O1. It's split in 3 payments within 6 months. You guys also have to cover the cost of the government fee, of course, because that's your obligation, and you need to cover the cost of PR agencies and people who help you to improve your case. And it's of course that's individual.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Okay, perfect. All right. I think that's pretty much questions we can take right now, Stanislav. Yeah, I think we'll just keep going otherwise. But thank you so much for your time. Yeah, and then if guys, if you have any more concerns, I would say just submit your profile. It will take 5 minutes to submit a profile and get a review from their team. You'll get a PDF with what criteria you're meeting, and then you can go from there. If you actually qualify, they'll invite you for an in-depth review as well. Okay.
Absolutely. All
Awesome.
right. Thank you, Omkar. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Yeah, same you. Yeah, all the best to you for your Nepal trip. Enjoy Mount Everest, I guess. Yeah.
Yes,
Take
yes.
care.
Thank you so much. Appreciate
Yep.
it. Take care.
All the best, Stanislav. Take care. Yeah, bye.
Bye bye.